Hello again everybody and welcome back to Will Does Magic. My name is Will. I hope you're all having a magical day. Now before we get into today's very good card trick, I just want to say that last week we did a poll on my community page on YouTube and a lot of you guys wanted me to post on Sundays instead of Mondays. So going forward, I'm going to try to start posting on Sundays instead because that's what you guys wanted. I will do a couple other polls in the future, so if you want to get involved and creating this community and this channel, please go check it out and make sure you got all the notifications turned on for my YouTube channel, because I may or may not have another concept coming up for you guys that's been in the works for a bit now. So hopefully I can get those videos posted very soon. They will not be like an every week video, it'll be maybe once a month, but I'm sure you'll like it and I'm sure I'll get more news on it the sooner we get to it. But for today, I just want to show you this very easy mentalism card trick that has helped me a lot through the years. So let's get into the performance of this trick. So for this trick, guys, all you need is a deck of cards. Now we're going to go ahead and give the deck a quick little shuffle. Now we can do it twice just to make sure that the deck is shuffled, and if I would have a spectator here, I'll let them shuffle the cards as well. I'm just going to show you that all the cards are indeed different, they're mixed up, there's nothing going on. And now here's where the spectator comes into play. I want you to pick up any amount of cards that you like and just cut those cards and put them down here. So let's say you pick up that amount, pretty much half, doesn't matter. We'll mark those cards exactly where you cut them by placing the other half on top. So I'm going to go through what's going to happen here. You've selected a card now, and the way I'm going to try to figure this out is by asking you yes or no questions. And I'm going to try and see whether your reaction is telling the truth or a lie. Because you can answer this completely honestly or you can answer this completely lyingly. It's all up to you. But there's subtle details in every movement that we do that's actually going to make me figure out what your card is. Now, if you were here, I would ask you to hold out both your hands, but since you're not, I'm just going to ask you the question and you can answer it truthfully or not, depending on what you want. You can decide it yourself. So I'm going to show you the card first of all, exactly where you cut it, and I'm going to try not to see it myself. And then once you got it, I would place it here, but in reality, if you were here, I would ask you to place it same back and then shuffle the deck up. But since you're not here, I'm just going to do like that and symbolize that we're doing it. But that is your selected card, and remember it. So here we go. I'm going to ask you a series of questions. So first of all, was it a red card or was it a black card? Now I'll pretend that they're saying that it was a red card. And the way that you said it, I'm going to say that that's truthful. I can see it in your eyes here. I know we can't see each other, but I can actually see it. Okay, so I think it was a red card. Now, we got diamonds and we got hearts. I want you to look at the hand, whichever one you thought. So diamonds and hearts. All right, I'm feeling that a lot of you guys are drawn towards diamonds right here. So I'm going to say that it was a diamond. Okay, so we got face cards and we got non-face cards. So face cards are simply jack up through ace is what I like to say, because I like to pick the ace in there as well. And the other cards are 2 to 10. So let's go jack, queen, king, and ace, the highest cards right here, and then the other cards right here. All right, this one's a bit tougher. I'm gonna, yeah, no, you're definitely going towards the 2 through 10 pile right over here. All right, so we're gonna get rid of all the jacks, queen, kings, and aces, and then we got the 2 through 10 here. I'm gonna say every card in this pile, and I want you to give me exactly nothing. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know what? I think that, let's just go through this. You cut the cards wherever you liked. We had a shuffle deck of cards. You cut them wherever you liked. You looked at the card and I've asked you a series of questions. You could have lied to me. You could have been completely truthful. It was all up to you. But I think that this card right over here is the 10 of diamonds. Now that's the trick, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's get into the tutorial of this trick. So guys, for this trick, I'm gonna be honest, it's more acting and being a performer than it is actually doing magic, which is why it is such a great trick for beginner magicians that want to get into mentalism a bit more. And it uses a lot of fundamentals for how to do mentalism tricks, honestly. The way you're gonna do this is that you're gonna use a force, which I taught in one of my previous videos, which I believe is called Force a Card. It's in the Sleight of Hand playlist. If you haven't checked that out, go do it. And it's basically a cup force where you're going to remember the top card of the deck. That's all you're going to do. And the way I do it is I like to give the deck a couple of riffle shuffles. You can give the spectator the deck and they can shuffle the cards. And then you want to spread the cards out. You're showing that all the cards are different. While doing this, you peek at the top card, which in this case is the 6 of diamonds. You get all those cards back together and you tell them that they're going to cut the cards wherever they like. So let's say they cut the cards a bit below middle. They put them down and you say, all right, we're going to mark those cards. And what you're actually doing is marking that top card as their pick card, which in reality was right in the middle, but you marked that top card as the pick card, which you already know. Now you want to get focus away from this straight away. So you're going to make that cut and say, all right, cut the cards wherever you like. They cut the cards. All right, we're going to mark those by putting those cards right above there. Now you want to get to talking about something different and how you're going to perform the trick. Now there are millions and millions of ways of how you can perform this. What I prefer to do is say that you can actually read people just by looking at them. So I'm going to say maybe red or black, and then you can either lie to me or you can tell the truth, and I'm going to know which one you're doing. You can have them hold out their hands, so you can grab their wrist and feel their pulse, make anything up that sounds magical to them. You just want to draw the focus away from the deck right here. Because once this talking has been going on for about a minute or so, maybe 30 seconds, a minute, what you're going to do is, all right, let's take a look at what card you cut by. Now you're going to lift off that top pile and tell them to look at that card, which is actually their top card, not the card that they cut to. So they look at that 6 of diamonds, and you already know it's a 6 of diamonds. That's the beauty of the trick. You always got to be one step ahead of the spectator. So they look at that card. You tell them to get that card lost in the deck however they like. They can even put the deck back in the box if they so want to. But the main point is that you know what card it is. They don't think there's any way that you know it, and they've just looked at it. Now it's all performance from here. As I said, I like to do the red and black at first, and then you do the suit, and then you do the value, face card or non-value or non-face cards, and then you say whatever cards are left. So either 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or Jack, Queen, King, Ace. And you can even do this completely wrong. The first, you can say all the wrong answers. In this instance, we could have that, all right, I thought it was a black card, it was the King of Clubs. But you know what? Your friend over here, if there are two, had a completely different vision, and then you reveal the 6 of diamonds. So there's a million ways you can do this. The fundamental is that cup force where you know that card and how it's done. But other than that, this is just get out there, practice it, know what works for spectators, know what works for you and how you like to perform things. But the mentalism trick is so good. I don't know how many people I fool with that simple cut. And you can do this over and over and over again. That's the beauty of it, because there's no setup and you don't have to do any sleight of hand, honestly. Now, I'll be honest, people will not recognize what you're doing. People will not understand that cup force. It is so subtle, and the quicker you draw the focus away from the deck, the better the trick is going to be. And then you bring it back, you show them the card, you already know, you're settling it on. Now that's going to be it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like on it and comment on what you guys want to see next on this channel. As always, if you are new, hit that magical subscribe button to help this channel and the community grow. As I said, we will have special things coming up, so make sure that you turn all notifications on for this channel because you don't want to miss them. Have a magical day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.